In the world of tech, few names are as iconic as Intel. For decades, it has been synonymous with innovation, powering the devices we rely on daily. But as the landscape of the chip industry evolves, Intel, once the titan of silicon, now finds itself standing at a crossroads, grappling with unprecedented challenges. Before I continue, my cat says to like and subscribe. Is Intel doomed to irrelevance, or will it rise like the phoenix? Back to the article. Welcome back, tech enthusiasts. Today, we're diving deep into the heart of the semiconductor industry, exploring the fascinating journey of Intel and its current struggles to remain relevant in the ever-changing landscape. Our insights are drawn from a recent article by CNBC, shedding light on Intel's shifting fortunes and the implications for the broader tech ecosystem. So, buckle up, because we're about to uncover the rise, fall, and potential resurgence of one of tech's most iconic names. Since its inception in 1968, Intel has been a driving force behind the technological revolution, shaping the very foundation of modern computing. Founded by Gordon Moore, Moore's Law, and Robert Noyce, Intel quickly rose to prominence with its groundbreaking microprocessors, laying the groundwork for the digital age we inhabit today. Oh, did you know that Intel's first chip, the 4004, had 2,000 transistors? Today's chips have billions of transistors. At the heart of Intel's success lies a legacy of innovation and engineering prowess. In 1971, the company introduced the world's first commercially viable microprocessor, the Intel 4004, a tiny chip with immense computing power that revolutionized the way electronic devices were designed and operated. This seminal achievement marked the dawn of a new era in computing, propelling Intel to the forefront of the burgeoning semiconductor industry. Now, in the decades that followed, Intel continued to push the boundaries of technological innovation, releasing a series of groundbreaking microprocessors that redefined the capabilities of personal computers and other electronic devices. From the iconic 8086 processor, which serves as the cornerstone of IBM's original PC, to the Pentium series, which became synonymous with high-performance computing. Intel's relentless pursuit of excellence solidified its position as the undisputed leader in the U.S. chip industry. Key milestones, such as the introduction of the x86 architecture, which became the de facto standard for desktop and server processors, further cemented Intel's dominance in the market. Now, with each new generation of processors, Intel pushed the boundaries of performance and efficiency, enabling unprecedented levels of computational power and fueling the rapid expansion of the digital economy. As Intel continued to innovate and diversify its product portfolio, its influence extended beyond traditional computing platforms to encompass a wide range of industries, from telecommunications to automotive to healthcare to artificial intelligence. Through strategic investments in research and development, as well as strategic partnerships with industry leaders, Intel remained at the forefront of technological advancement, driving progress and shaping the future of the digital world. Now, here's Intel's history of income statements. Their struggles are clearly defined here. However, despite its unparalleled success, Intel has found itself navigating through turbulent waters in recent years as the chip industry landscape undergoes a profound transformation. The once stable market dynamics that favored Intel's dominance are giving way to a new era of competition and disruption fueled by rapid advancements in technology and shifting consumer preferences. One of the most notable shifts in the chip industry landscape has been the rise of formidable competitors challenging Intel's supremacy. Companies like AMD, once considered a distant second to Intel, have emerged as potent rivals, offering innovative alternatives to Intel's processors. AMD's Ryzen series, known for its impressive performance and competitive pricing, has garnered widespread acclaim, posing a significant threat to Intel's market share in the desktop and server segments. Now, here are Intel's cash flows. They've been improving, but are still negative. Moreover, the semiconductor industry has witnessed the emergence of new players and technologies that are reshaping the competitive landscape. The proliferation of mobile devices, which Intel should have been a part of but isn't, IoT devices, and AI applications has created opportunities for companies specializing in specialized chips and architectures, which takes us to NVIDIA. Chipmakers like NVIDIA, with its powerful GPUs optimized for AI workloads, and ARM Holdings, with its energy-efficient ARM architecture dominating the mobile market, have established themselves as formidable contenders in their respective domains. These developments underscore the dynamic nature of the chip industry, where innovation and adaptability are paramount for staying ahead of the curve. As traditional boundaries between different market segments blur and new technologies disrupt established paradigms, Intel faces the formidable challenge of navigating through uncharted territory while fending off competition from both traditional rivals and new entrants. Now, in the next section, we'll delve deeper into the specific challenges that Intel is currently facing and explore the strategies it's employing to stay relevant in an increasingly competitive landscape. Now, despite its storied history and technological prowess, Intel finds itself confronting a myriad of challenges that have eroded its once unassailable position in the chip industry. As highlighted in the CNBC article, these challenges stem from a combination of internal missteps and external pressure, posing significant hurdles to Intel's future success. One of the most pressing challenges plaguing Intel is its ongoing struggle with manufacturing delays and setbacks. Now, historically known for cutting-edge manufacturing processes, Intel has encountered difficulties transitioning to more advanced nodes, such as its 10nm and 7nm processes. These delays have hindered Intel's ability to introduce new products in a timely manner, allowing competitors like AMD to gain ground by leveraging third-party foundries with more advanced fabrication capabilities. Moreover, Intel faces intensifying competition from rivals like AMD and NVIDIA, who have capitalized on Intel's missteps to capture market share in key segments. AMD's Ryzen processors have gained traction among consumers and businesses alike, offering compelling performance and value propositions that rival Intel's offerings. Similarly, NVIDIA's dominance in the GPU market has expanded into adjacent areas such as data centers and AI, posing a formidable challenge to Intel's ambitions in these extremely lucrative markets. Now, Intel's Gaudi 3 chips are expected to make about $500 million in revenue in 2024. Just as a comparison, NVIDIA is expected to rake in over $30 billion this year alone in AI. Now, adding to Intel's woes is the rising prominence of ARM-based chips, which are gaining momentum across a wide range of applications, from smartphones and tablets to data centers and IoT devices. ARM's energy-efficient architecture and licensing model have made it an attractive option for manufacturers seeking alternatives to traditional x86 processors. Now, Apple's decision to transition its Mac lineup to custom ARM-based chips further underscores the growing threat posed by ARM's ecosystem to Intel's dominance in the PC market. Now, just as an example of this issue for Intel is that traditionally, H100s, if you buy 8 of those, they had to be paired with one Intel chip. Now, with NVIDIA's new Blackwell architecture, you'll buy 8 Blackwell GPUs plus one NVIDIA CPU. So actually, Intel or NVIDIA will be a whole package, and Intel will be sort of cut out of the picture. So in the face of these challenges, Intel finds itself at a critical juncture, requiring bold and decisive action to regain its competitive edge and chart a path towards sustained growth and relevance. Now in the next section, we'll examine the strategies that Intel is employing to navigate through these turbulent waters and position itself for future success. Now, in response to these formidable challenges it faces, Intel has embarked on a multifaceted strategy aiming at revitalizing its business and reclaiming its position as the leader in the chip industry. Central to this strategy is a renewed focus on innovation, underpinned by substantial investments in R&D to drive technological advancements and bring cutting-edge products to market. Intel's commitments to R&D is evident in its ambitious roadmap, which includes plans to leverage its expertise in areas such as AI, 5G, and edge computing to develop next-generation solutions that address the evolving needs of its customers. By doubling down on R&D spending and fostering a culture of innovation, Intel aims to differentiate itself from competitors and regain its reputation as an industry trailblazer. Now, to lead its turnaround, Intel hired Pat Gelsinger as its new CEO. Now, Pat was the chief designer of the 386, before parting ways to eventually become CEO of VMware and then returning to Intel. Now, Pat realizes that Intel's problems lies in its foundries, its fabs. He noted massive underinvestment from his predecessor for delays and falling behind TSMC. So what happened was Pat had two options. Option number one is to close down Intel's foundries and have TSMC make their chips. Now this is called a fabless approach, and it's used by AMD, NVIDIA, Apple, and basically every company. Almost every company. Option number two is to double down on foundries and make chips for others as well as themselves. Now this will allow for economies of scale and give Intel the earnings, they hope, to not only take on TSMC, but beat TSMC. Now this option is very risky and very costly. Now Pat went with, as we all know, option number two. Pat believes that Intel's return to riches lies not in designing chips, but taking on TSMC and making chips for external clients by becoming a foundry. This is a very costly and bold move. Pat literally bet the company on foundry. Now these foundries are expensive. Part of the cost is recouped from the US government via the CHIPS Act. Now one good thing about these foundries is that they will be located in the US and Europe, so that lessens our dependence on Taiwan. At Intel's Foundry Direct presentation, they unveiled their largest customer to date, Microsoft. Intel's 5 nodes in 4 years is also on track. They expect to beat TSMC in performance in 2026. Note though that Intel's approach differs from TSMC. While TSMC believes they can keep their current EUV machines for a few more years longer, Intel is purchasing ASML's high-NA EUV machines. Say that 5 times fast. Now these machines are twice the price, require more expensive maintenance, but will be able to, in the future, build chips with a higher transistor density than the current machines. This will allow higher performance and lower and better energy efficiency. Intel is also working on a new power delivery system called Ribbon FET, and back backside power. TSMC will transition at some point in the future. TMC believes the new machines are too expensive at this juncture and present risk, since it is a whole new way of making chips, and also that they burn through parts faster. Now, here are Foundry's segment results, just released this quarter. Intel actually rearranged their business to report Foundry results, which is good. We get the numbers. Now, these are almost entirely internal sales. Intel has very few external customers receiving chips right now, if any. This will change, obviously. The division reported sales of $4.3 billion. It reported a loss of $2.4 billion, all in the most recent quarter. So they do have some work to do. Again, they're building a lot of foundries right now. They're spending billions of dollars each quarter building new fabs. Now, Intel is expecting economies of scale to turn these numbers around. Now, this is where the risk comes in. Intel is literally betting the whole company on Foundry, plopping $6 billion into property, plant, and equipment, which is mostly Foundry, in the last 3 months alone. Foundry must work for Intel. If it doesn't, they will be in huge trouble. If it does work, they will become a worthy competitor to TSMC. Now, the main difference between Intel and TSMC is that Intel competes with many of the companies it hopes to forge contracts with. For example, if you were AMD or NVIDIA, would you want to give your technology to Intel so they would build the chips for you? TSMC does not design its own chips. TSMC is a pure chip manufacturer. All they do is make chips for others. This allows TSMC to have no conflicts of interest. Intel also recently gave their node roadmap. Everything's on schedule, actually, which is a good change of pace for recently. So that's doing good here. Now, from its humble beginnings to its current challenges, Intel has weathered numerous storms and emerged as a symbol of technological innovation and resilience. As Intel navigates through uncertain waters and charts its course forward, the future remains uncertain. But one thing is clear: the chip industry is in a state of flux, presenting both challenges and opportunities for those willing to adapt and innovate. We encourage you, our viewers, to share your thoughts on Intel's future and the evolving chip industry in the comments below. What do you think lies ahead for Intel? How will emerging technologies shape the future of the semiconductor landscape? Your insights and perspectives are invaluable as we continue to explore the ever-changing world of technology together. Now, I have a corporate analysis of Intel in my Patreon. Check it out. I have a 7-day free trial. I also have a DC evaluation models on AMD, NVIDIA, Tesla, and many others. You'll never find a better deal. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more insightful content on the latest developments in tech, and hit the notification bell to stay updated on future uploads. Your support means the world to us as we strive to bring you engaging and informative content. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.